To take a look at Modest Buzelis on defense. We reacted to Ron Holland's highlights, and this is a more structured video like normal. I think Modest is a really interesting defensive prospect and had some great defensive moments in the two games against Perth. So we're going to break those down today. As always, sub to the channel, like, comment, sub to the Patreon if you really want to support me, and let's get into it. Modest's defensive playmaking and instincts is one of the most impressive things about his entire profile. He's so good playing from disadvantage here. Not really disadvantage as much, but challenging Sar with his length and getting deflections with that length. It's difficult to throw lazy passes in Buzelis' area, as he's so good with these active hands sniping out these slow, looping passes that Modest is just going to create a lot of disruption and a lot of tension against lazy ball handlers who aren't as tight with their handle. He's really going to be excellent in those situations. We also see a little weakness here as well, is he's not the quickest defender. Obviously he's 6'10", so, and could even grow some more, so it's not like he's going to have to defend small guards all the time, but definitely not the best. As we see, he's pretty slow opening his hips up here, and this is a pretty wide open layup that this offensive player smoked. Again, we see Modest working in the passing lane. He's going to be an awesome nail defender, digging at this general area, free throw line extended a little bit below, creating deflections. He is already a deflections monster, and I think he will continue to be as well. Modest as a rim protector is going to be interesting to track, because oftentimes on plays like this, and even the one before, he's in great position. We see him, despite getting beat on this screen, quickly reacts to his teammate, covers up this, his original man. Modest gets to the pass, but he's just not vertically explosive, strong, or long enough to contest in a lot of these situations. Where Modest's rim protection is great is on the move, when he can load up and has time to really bend his knees and get up and swing his arms, which obviously isn't a great thing because being able to elevate quickly is really important. But when Modest has this time to load up, and we see him, defending a big in horns action here, and is able to easily sink down, switch onto this driver seamlessly, and block that shot. Really impressive rim protection stuff, even if it's not fully there. I do definitely buy the rim protection upside, where again we see a nice rim protection play here, where the shot ends up going in. And I think you could argue that Modest is a bit late here, as the elite instinct rim protectors are already reading this play and reacting, stepping outside of the circle. But he does get there, make a good contest, force a pass, and this is just a good shot by Bryce Cotton, who was absolutely smoking. And I think the other place that the rim protection is going to be really great is as a recovery defender. His length and timing on these blocks is really good, as Modest, again, not the quickest guy at the point of attack. He's going to get beat, but with his great length and timing, he's going to be able to use those tools to get back into plays. And I didn't mean to have this play in here twice, but again, we see the struggles at point of attack, getting his hips opened up, not able to contest very smoothly. Again, here I think we see good and bad as a point of attack defender, as Modest, his DHO, definitely gets beat here, but he's able to recover, fight, stay in this play, keep sliding, get bumped, and doesn't lose his spot, doesn't totally get knocked off, as the functional strength is going to need a lot of improvement. He's very young and raw, obviously, in a lot of ways, both skill-wise and physically, but he's pretty good at getting bumped, holding his spot, and not flailing over or fouling really badly, and is still able to stay in that play and make something happen. Again, working at the point of attack against small guards, it wasn't super pretty. Even though Modest gives a bit of a cushion, he still gets beat to the rim and ends up fouling there. But I think it'll be plays like this where he's a lot better. He's definitely going to be a much better off-ball defender than on-ball, which is fine and good for his profile, and I think that's what he should be. A guy who's going to be able to plant in the paint as a help defender and then use his long strides to get out and contest. So overall, I think there was good stuff from Modest on defense. There are defined strengths and weaknesses for sure. But I do think the foundation for him to be a top 5 pick is absolutely there with his complementary offense, the movement skills, coordination, and the possibility to be a really good defender in the league is absolutely there. There's going to be a lot to clean up in terms of strength and hopefully other athletic improvements, but the instincts and the general like feel and awareness stuff is really, really good. And that's the stuff that I tend to bet on when combined with age and the height and the size generally. So I don't know. I'm a modest guy. I believe in him.